Alright folks, so the OneTigris Bushcraft Sleeping Bag. It is something that when I went overnight camping at Miles Standish, I did not have. The temperatures dropped down to the mid 40s, and at that time I just had that quilt and my blanket inside of the tent, and I was definitely feeling cold, and I had all the layers on me. As soon as I got into this, with the temperatures currently being 36, feeling like 33, I was feeling warm. Granted, it's the daytime, so you have that sunlight, not the cold night when it's dark out. But overall, that was a pretty good test for the first 10 minutes. Now, I know that that's not a serious test with this sleeping bag, but just to get inside and feel that warmth radiate from my body. And I didn't even have this puffy jacket on. I just have my hoodie. I have a sweatshirt on, and then my base layer. So I only have 3 layers on, and I was definitely feeling the warmth. My hands were feeling warm inside of there as well, and that was really good. The sleeping bag itself, it measures 82 inches in length, 33 inches wide at the widest point. It does taper towards the foot box. It weighs 3.1 pounds, roughly around 3 pounds, and it's made of a poly cotton material. So it's definitely warm and comfortable and soft to the skin. So if that's something that you're interested in, you might be interested in looking at this. Right now, this sleeping bag is running on Amazon for under $50. And I think that's a great value for this sleeping bag. It does have YKK zippers. But overall, I think this sleeping bag will work very well, not only for now, but also in the fall and in the early spring when the weather is still a little cool. Now, what you could do is, if you wanted to just lay on top of it and just have that as extra cushion in with your sleeping pad, you could do that during the summertime, and that would be like a nice soft blanket on top of it. You could do that if you want. Inside of your hammock, you might be able to get away with it, but I don't know. A lot of times these sleeping bags, sleeping pads, and all that kind of stuff slips around. But anyways, those are my overall impressions of it right now. And it is a gorgeous day, so it was a great time to get out here and test this out during the winter months. Absolutely. All right, folks, now you know whenever I get out, I have to have something to eat. It's just part of being out in the woods. So I do have some food with me. I was going to bring some hot water with me, but inside the sleeping bag, inside of my backpack, I didn't want to have any of that hot water leaking out from the container, so I opted not to go with that. But I do have my stove if I want to heat up some water for a hot drink. But today is the day after Christmas. Can you believe that, folks? We just celebrated Christmas. So I hope that you and your family had a wonderful Christmas and that you received all the blessings that life has to offer. I know for myself, I had a very wonderful day. A lot of moments there with some emotions, but it was definitely an incredible day with the family, and I enjoyed it. And we received our gifts and had our laughs, and well, you know how that goes, folks. It's all about spending that time with the ones you love, right? And I certainly enjoyed that time with them. But now it's time to eat because I'm getting hungry. So yeah, just getting out here for a little bit to test out this brand new sleeping bag, this wonderful gift that I received. You know, and that's the thing when it comes to the holiday season, folks. It's about the love that we have for one another, like I mentioned in the video prior to this one. Well, that airport is busy today. Anyways, as I was saying, it's about the gift of love, right? And sometimes the gift of love is given in different ways, and I appreciate all the love that I receive, and I just want to give love back. That's what I want to do, folks. So if you're hearing this message today, just know that you are loved. All right? So before I get too mushy, because you know that happens, let me go ahead and enjoy this meal and enjoy being out here for a little bit, and then I'll bring you guys back. Alrighty folks, as you can see, I have everything packed up, put away inside of the backpack. The backpack I picked up years ago when I first started my journey hiking through the woods. It's one from Walmart. I think it's like a 40-liter-ish type bag, but it was perfect to get the sleeping bag in. And yes, I did stuff it inside of the backpack just to get it in there. But obviously you have the compression sack where you can compress it and make it fit inside of a pack a different way. Overall impression, great sleeping bag, right? It's comfortable. It was warm for me. Yes, it was only 10 minutes inside of the bag, but I was definitely feeling my body heat radiate through the bag, and that was a plus. I am sitting here right now and I'm colder sitting here with the layers I have on compared to when I was inside of that sleeping bag. Granted, it's not an overnight trip. I get that. But sometimes when you have gear, you need to go out and give it a quick, first impression test to see how it's going to feel, how it's going to perform for just a little bit, and become familiar with it, because it's important to do that. But anyways, get out here and do some testing to see how the gear will perform before I take it further away from home on an actual trip. And I think that's important, folks. You need to become familiar with your gear, be comfortable with it, know how it's going to be used and where you're going to use it just to make sure it's going to perform well. I think that's important. But anyways, before I babble too much, as you can see, the sun is now dipping below the tree line. I'm in the shadows. You have a little light behind me. That goes to show you, folks. I think it's only like 12:30 right now, and already the sun is dipping below the tree line. Crazy. That's what happens during the wintertime. Anyways, hope you've enjoyed being out here with me today to do this first impression overlook at this wonderful gift that I received. Again, thank you, my fam. I really appreciate it. I'll be doing some adventuring with this sleeping bag and all the gear that I have. If you're interested in this piece of kit, check out the link in the description below. I will have the links there for you, folks. And if you do end up making any purchases, it will help me out just a little bit on the channel, not by much, because it is an affiliate link with Amazon. But anyways, without further ado and me babbling too much, get out there, folks, explore your world, have fun, enjoy every moment of life, and I will see you on the next adventure. Take care. God bless.